Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Palantir. It is time for another update, and one of the viewers actually even requested an update on this stock, and I wanted to also let you know that anyone can make these requests and I will most likely cover them, especially if there is an actionable trade setup to follow. Now in the case of this chart, we are tracking a very aggressive uptrend where here we have an initial wave 1 up, a very shallow wave 2, and then we have an additional one to set up here, and then another one to set up here. Then we are tracking this entire movement as a third wave to the upside that technically could be complete. It is a bit difficult to determine the exact count that would work perfectly within this wave 3. It is a little bit unusual compared to what we normally have, but I guess that's what unusual means. And then, assuming that it has already topped, we would be looking at a retracement in a wave 4 to the area between the $113 level all the way down to the $63.4 level at the 50% retracement, and as long as that level holds, we can continue to track a possible fifth wave still to follow and to complete an even larger third wave to the upside. And then internally, within this third wave to the upside towards the end of this area, we are tracking still a possible continuation within a count where we would have here a possible 1-2 movement, a third wave up, a fourth wave down, and then a fifth wave that could still be pushing the boundaries of this larger wave 3. Now it is a very difficult area to determine if we will succeed in forming this additional fifth wave to the upside, because as it usually happens, the tops, the area around the tops that are forming happen to have such structures that are in diagonal patterns, and they generally are a lot more difficult to predict, and they get a lot more choppy. The RSI gets some divergences, but even on the daily here we have already significant divergence. Even on the weekly we have significant divergences, so technically this is clearly a fifth wave developing, but it is not very clear to what extent it can still go towards higher prices. Now what we have been tracking is the idea that technically this could be a third wave complete, and then this is a fourth wave. We did break below the support zone, the ideal support zone for a fourth wave, and it is in a diagonal pattern where we allow also the 61.8% retracement for an area that would still be considered okay for the fifth wave to still push higher. But then it is even still possible for this to be just an A wave of the third wave to the upside, and then we would have a wave B, and then the C wave could have quite high targets actually, where in that case I can give you quickly just an approximation. We would be looking at even the $210 level, because the 100% extension of the A wave, in the case of this being an A wave, is the target for the wave C. Now we have, however, already pushed higher, and we technically can consider that we even held the support here for such a wave 4, and in this case we could be in the fifth wave to the upside, where so far we have previously considered that this could have been an ABC structure that developed, and I warned you in the previous video that this movement to the upside is technically complete within a wave C, where I can count a 5-wave structure, and then the count could be full, and we could even be heading in the larger fourth wave to the downside. And we did start a larger retracement afterwards, but since we managed to push higher and even break out of the resistance area that extended up to the the $178 level, we can explore different scenarios right now, where even in this interpretation we could still be within an A wave, where instead of having an ABC structure within it, we have here a 1 up, a 2 down, then this would be the third wave up. We are looking now for a fourth wave and then a fifth wave to complete an A wave. Now again, this could turn out to be an extension of this wave 3, and that means within the completion of this 5-wave move, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it could be a wave C that has unfolded here, and in that case we would then be looking for possibly an even larger retracement than we would normally expect within a wave B. But if we manage to form this 5-wave move to the upside, I find it even more likely that, yeah, afterwards we will continue even higher after either a correction within the wave B or a correction within this wave 4 after the reset of this wave 3. For now, I won't really label too much the exact different possibilities that will unfold. We will really focus on that once we actually manage to form here a 5-wave move. And since we have so far only 3 waves complete, we can instead even remove actually this resistance area in white, and we can remove this support zone that also held, that I provided you for a possible wave 2. It held actually perfectly. If you notice, it went all the way down to the support area, to the maximum level where we had the greatest risk reward ratio, because invalidation would have been at this previous low. And then we created this movement to the upside, so it worked out wonderfully. But right now we can remove this support area. It is no longer relevant at all, and instead I will provide you a support area for a wave 4 in this diagonal structure to the upside, and that would allow us to retrace in the wave 4 to the area between the $176 level all the way down to the $161.5 level. And as long as we hold the 61.8% retracement here, we can with high likelihood still reverse to the upside and provide another high either within an A wave here or within a wave C. It is a diagonal structure, but it doesn't matter. We have pretty good chances of still pushing higher here once this correction is complete. And so far, I'm not going to get too deep into this correction. We have a quite choppy structure, but we did reach the support zone, and technically we did fulfill the minimum expectations for such a wave 4. So yeah, we could already have started the 5th wave to the upside. I wouldn't necessarily bet on that, especially since the correction in this wave 2 was significantly larger. I would expect maybe this to turn into a larger A, B, C that could develop in many different ways. We really won't get into that right now, but you have right now a support zone that would be also a great indication. If it fails to hold, it would be a very great indication that, yeah, this yellow scenario is probably failing, and there is a very high risk that we will head into the deeper support zone. So the 61.8% retracement here at the $161.5 level is a crucial level to hold. Otherwise, yeah, other interpretations for higher could still appear, but they wouldn't be as likely to work out as what we have right now. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.